Hey, Cubbie worker. So you worked on an outstation on Cubbie, saw the cattle tracks and also the sheep. You were only a poor boundary rider. On your straw bed the hut you did sleep. The manager ate in the dining room. The Jackaroos silk shirts and ties were so neat. The station workers they ate in the kitchen. The rest of us on the wood heap. The Pommy overlords sent out the workers. The housemaids, Jackaroos and bookkeepers. So the Aussies were duffing his cattle. Thought lost in the drought the grim reaper. Down near the river the old tribe had cut left-handed holes in the coolabah's hides. These left-handed men are gone, but now in Goodooga descendants reside. Yeah, they're living there now, mate. You saw the tracks went through the fence. The boundary fence had opened wide. The cattle tracks unbranded young Micky bulls and heifers were side by side. Yeah, you saw where they went through the fence, hey? I'm Paddy the Aboriginal. I can track the bunyip or porcupine. The boss don't never give me a fair bloody crack. It ain't no business of mine. Hey, by Don Johnson. Yeah, during the 100 years the AP company with massive holdings all over Queensland, Cubbie was one small part of the business. Some of the workers saw the class distinction and disliked it, to make it a point of eating on the wood heap. Coolabah trees were around the river. That's where the holes were cut on the left-handed sides of the trees. Paddy Mellon used to come and cut some wood before daylight. Nell, my mum, would put some bacon and eggs on to feed him at dawn. And then he'd be off back to Taroora working for the Munros, by and by directly. Hey. Paddy had been found by the famous Dougal Cameron on a waterhole in the Territory. Dougal was up there droving. Dougal carried him in a pack saddle, fed him on damper and corned meat with a drop of tomato sauce. He drank from Dougal's quart pot of tea till finally was handed to the Munros to foster. He worked on the Taroora for the rest of his days. That was Paddy Mellon. We call Paddy Mellons the wild fruit in the bush, seen on sandhills, said to send horses blind. They look like small rock melons when you saw them. The left-handed tribe had been on Cubbie for generations. I was shown to cut possum and bird holes in the coolabahs there at age 5. That was 60 years ago. Workers on Cubbie saw the smaller tracks of the young unbranded cattle, where they went through the boundary fence at different times. These workers had been taught to keep their mouths shut by their fathers of the convict strain. Tell the master nothing. Anyway, Dougal Cameron. By Don Johnson. Old Dougal Cameron was the man the cruel red desert country crossed, drove cattle across the trackless plains, out where Burke and Wills got lost. He'd travel over 100 miles with bawling cattle, parched with thirst. He'd find them water bushman style, though dry creek beds made him curse. Little Murray's loved him best. He'd find them on the water hole. Lost to perish nature's test, yes, old Dougal's heart was gold. Fed on sugared damper with a grin and a drop of billy tea, Dougal cared enough to take 'em with him. Got 'em home to a frenzied sea. Roger Beardmore came with Dougal till they found the bottle and road. Was there adopted by old Beardmore and a swapped horse Dougal rode. Many children lost to perish owe their lives to Dougal's care. Many of these burries cherish one old drover who was there, by John Johnson. Yeah, that's how it was, mate, 100 years ago. Thank you.